Good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise.
Hello there, very good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise with me, Shane Silva, on the 13th of November 2014. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Protest launched by container lorry drivers and assistance continues. Housing to be provided within the next 3 months for those displaced in the Koslanda landslide. And US says greater international pressure should be applied on Russia to abide by a ceasefire in Ukraine. The protest launched yesterday by several container lorry drivers and assistants continues, or rather against the action of customs officers and security officials, is still continuing.
The protesters commenced their strike action around 7 p.m. yesterday by blocking the port entrance located at the Ingurukade junction. The protesters charged that they will continue their strike action until a solution is provided.
Only the required amount of fuel is pumped for these vehicles. However, while we face these difficulties, the authorities play games and engage in other activities. It takes almost 9 to 10 hours to travel 5 kilometers within the harbour. These workers have to spend long hours at work.
The protesters also rejected the suggestion to halt their strike action until a solution was provided. A meeting is to be held today as well between officials and the protesters to discuss this matter further.
ගැටලුව සම්බන්ධයෙන් සේවක පිරිස සහ නිලධාරීන් අතර අද සාකච්ඡාවක් පැවැත්වීම.
Speaking to News First, acting police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara expressed the following views.
500 container drivers have been framed in front of the harbour entering gate at Ingurukade junction regarding against the delay to enter into the harbour. Police officers were led to keep peace in area and informed to harbour management also regarding this incident.
Badula District Secretary Rohana Kirti Disanayaka says that steps are underway to provide housing facilities to those individuals who have been displaced owing to the recent landslide in Koslanda. The District Secretary made this statement during a special discussion held in this regard in Bandarwala yesterday. Disanayaka revealed during the discussions that 65 estate lands prone to landslides have also been identified so far.
Discussions were held with regard to providing houses to those who have been displaced. We have already selected the suitable land as per the advice of the Physical Planning Department and the NBRO. The government will provide the necessary funding while the armed forces are creating the architectural plan. We will be constructing 75 houses for these families. We have also decided to construct houses for families who currently reside in landslide-prone areas in the near future. We will conclude building these houses within 3 months. Furthermore, the government has also approved to carry out a special housing program which will be spearheaded by the Urban Development Authority. 9,000 houses will be constructed under these programs and will be given to estate workers living in houses situated in landslide prone areas.
The Department of the Registration of Persons says that a program is underway to issue national identity cards to those individuals who do not possess one. According to the Commissioner General at the department, Sarat Kumara, all district secretariats and divisional secretariats have been notified to submit applications of those individuals who do not possess identity cards at the earliest possible time.
It has been revealed that almost 900,000 persons do not possess national identification cards. Thereby, we have made a request to the district secretaries and Pradesh Sabha officers to update us on the residents in their area who do not possess ID cards. Meanwhile, we conducted mobile services to provide ID cards in the Badula district. We received around 4,200 applications. Mobile booths were also set up in the Ndrinkamali and Matali areas. The Department of Registration of Persons has put in place a special plan to provide identification cards prior to a general election.
In other local news, the Ministry of Fisheries says that special instructions have been given to officers operating under the ministry and the Sri Lanka Navy to arrest those fishermen who engage in fishing activities with the use of illegal fishing gear. Deputy Minister of Fisheries Sarath Kumara Gunaratna noted that much damage is caused to marine life by engaging in fishing activities with the use of this gear.
I believe that if fishermen continue to engage in fishing in a hazardous manner, it will cause damage to the marine life. Therefore, an island-wide program has been launched to create awareness amongst the fishing community to use proper fishing gear. However, it has come to light that certain fishermen set out to sea at night and engage in fishing activity using illegal fishing gear and methods. Thereby, the ministry together with the Navy and police have come to an agreement to carry out raids and arrest those fishermen that violate these regulations. Many incidents have been reported from Trincomalee and Mana.
An individual died when he was shot in the Belankulama area in Mana. The incident occurred at around 8:30 last night. The Mana police are conducting further investigations into the incident. A post-mortem examination will take place today. The former Deputy Director of Sports K.S. Piris has raised a query to inquire whether the funds allocated for sports affairs is being properly utilized. He made this query in response to statements expressed by the Minister of Sports Mahindananda Alutgamage at a press conference held recently.
This is the first budget that has had such a high budget allocation. The President has allocated 3 billion rupees for the development of sports in the country. Sports in the country saw a decline for a considerable period for some time now. We were able to find the solution for this problem. We cannot provide answers overnight. For the first time, we are preparing a national policy and are sitting down with the Education Minister and the sports ministers of the provincial councils. You are aware that there are some in sports associations that inherit. However, this is the downfall of sports. The truth about the matter is that no matter how much funds are allocated, there is a doubt as to whether it is properly distributed. As per the minister's own admission, during his 3 to 4 year tenure, there has been a number of issues that have not been resolved. To be honest, we have tried to show how funds have been wasted and misappropriated on a large scale through improper use. There is a large breakdown within the sports ministry. This is the funds of the people of the country. The whole country knows how these funds were used unnecessarily and incorrectly. The minister's conscience knows this.